Ever feel like your playing isn't as smooth or controlled as it should be? It might not be your guitar. It could be your pick. The thickness, the size, and the material of your pick can change the way you play, your tone, and even how comfortable you feel. And depending on the song you're playing, you might need a different pick to get the best sound and feel. In this video, we'll break down different types of picks, their best uses, and how to choose the right one for your style. Whether you're a strummer, a shredder, or somewhere in between, this guide will help you find the perfect pick for you. So let's get started. Okay, I'm going to be honest here. The importance of picking or selecting the correct guitar pick for your particular song and style and what you're trying to accomplish is greatly important. It can affect the tone, the speed, the control that you have over the guitar, and everything in between. We're going to cover all the different types of picks, the different sizes, the different thicknesses, the different materials, the different grip options, the different shapes. In reality, different songs may require different types of picks. Using the right pick can improve your playing instantly. So let's find the perfect one for you. Okay, so let's evaluate thin versus medium versus thick picks. We'll start with thin picks. Generally, they're between 0.38 millimeters and 0.6 millimeters. These are the really thin picks that are very flexy and they're very soft. They're great for strumming hard. They're great for acoustic guitars. They're great for fast, funky rhythms and very light picking. They produce a brighter, softer tone. Their flexibility prevents dropping the pick because when a pick bends out of the way, it doesn't bind as much to the string and it doesn't put a drag on your strumming. So it makes it very easy to strum. Bending, though, causes a delay in the time you pick the note, and when the flex happens to leave the string, then you have a little delay. And that's less precise for very fast picking. Now, medium picks, on the other hand, are a good balance. They're a very good balance for between flexibility and control. It's a good compromise for strumming and single note picking. They are very versatile and a very good starting point for beginners. Thick picks, on the other hand, are between 1 millimeter and up. They are ideal for lead guitar players, metal players, jazz, and shredding. They offer better control, they offer better attack, they offer better precision, because less flex makes short picking strokes, and then you have less movement equals fast speed. You get a warmer, fuller tone with more dynamic response. Now, the negative aspects of it is if you're strumming rhythm very hard, you're forced to loosen the grip because you've got a lot of resistance from all the strings. You end up loosening your grip, and that makes it very easy to drop. So they're not that great for really funky rhythms and for, great big strumming. Moving right along, we have different pick sizes and shapes. We have large picks, which offer more grip. They're better for beginners and rhythm players. They're also popular in jazz and strumming heavy styles. You have small picks. They're better for faster picking, better for speed and articulation. Your lead, your shredders. These are preferred by those guys. Common pick shapes range a lot. They can go from the standard, what they call a 351 shape, which is basically a Fender model number. These are the most common. They're versatile for strumming and picking. They're a nice size shape. Everybody's familiar with them. Then you have teardrop size, which is a little bit smaller with a sharper tip, and they're great for precise lead playing. And then you also have the triangle size, and these can be quite large. They're modeled after the 346 Fender shape, and you'll find these a lot. These are larger with use 3 usable edges, so you get triple the time on it. And they're great for basses and extended play without wear. Carlos Santana is highly noted for having used these type of picks, and they're very comfortable. They're fun, but they are quite large. So it takes some getting used to, but they could be a really good option for you. There's also shark fin and jazz picks. Now, the jazz picks are really small. They're very tiny, and they're very pointy. And these are specialized shapes for unique attack and control. Moving on, I want to cover texture and rubberized grips. Now, these kind of picks are basically designed to prevent slipping and to improve your control. There's also thumb picks, which are great for fingerstyle and hybrid picking. There are other ergonomic designs that are contoured for better grip and comfort. I've seen heart-shaped type picks. I've seen picks that have a small hole in the middle of the pick, which allows your fingers to touch each other and also provide a very good way to grip the pick. But there's one company called Dava that makes very unique picks. They have a flexible thin section in the middle, which is patented, and they also have some with a grip top tip, so you can get a really good grip on it. And what makes them special is you can basically choke down on the pick towards the tip so that it's more suited for lead playing, or you can loosen the grip and move towards away from the string, and you get that little flexible center part that allows you to strum without dragging and impeding your ability to strum fast. They have an original nylon, which was green, very plain looking, and I believe that's the one they got their patent on. But it is my favorite because it has the most amount of range, from hard feel to flexy, strumming type of feel. Nowadays they have polygels, that's their brand, and they're basically made out of polycarbonate material, which is what eyeglasses and bulletproof plastic is made from. Then they have another brand called Grip Tips, which give you similar to the original nylon one, and they actually have nylon and Delrin and polygels. To me, they're not quite as flexible as the original, but they do have that rubberized grip, which really feels nice. Then they also make a set of jazz size grip. I don't really find that they're very flexible. If it is, it's very minimal, but they are very nice jazz type picks. If you like those kind of picks and you want to pick very precisely, a lot of your shredders will use those, and they're very nice because of the rubbery grip on it. So, but they're not quite as versatile as the rest of them. Now, full disclosure here, I'm not sponsored by Dava, but I do have affiliate links in the description. This will help you find them. They offer a big range of flexibility versus stiffness. You may enjoy them, you may not, but I found them to be very versatile, especially if you play a variety of types of styles, rhythm, you play lead, you play all kinds of music in one night. They're very flexible. You just use one pick and you basically choke down on it when you're going to solo, or when you want to play funky stuff, you just hold the grip a little bit further away from the string, and they're nice and flexible. So if you follow the link, you won't pay any more, but I do get a small commission, which helps with the channel. Now, the material actually matters. We're going to discuss how it affects the tone and the feel. We'll start with plastics. Plastics like nylon, Delrin, they tend to impart a warm, flexible, and they're also very affordable. We go to Tortex, which is very popular for durability, and so is polycarbonate, and they offer a balanced tone. Moving to celluloid, they in turn are a very vintage favorite. They're bright, they have a snappy tone, smooth texture, but they wear out a little bit faster. Then you have metal picks. Now these impart a very bright and aggressive tone. They're good for heavy styles. You also have some more exotic materials like wood and stone. These provide unique tones, and they're good to look at. They're kind of cool, but they're less common for very fast playing. So when it comes to choosing the right pick for your style, you need to weigh all the different things that I've said. What kind of strumming do you do? Are you going to favor strumming? If you do, and you do rhythm and you do a lot of funky stuff, then you know you're going to be leaning towards thinner picks, maybe larger picks, maybe fancy picks with a thin center. And that's what you want for strumming. As you go towards the soloing side, if you do a lot of soloing and you're exclusively a shredder, then you may actually go for the little small jazz picks that are a millimeter or more thicker. These picks will give you the precision that you need for very, very fast playing, where you're really shredding and you're trying to be meticulous in your timing. So I encourage that you guys experiment, and you know, because finding the right pick is a very personal process. You know, focus on what your style is. Get a few picks at your local store. Use my Amazon links if you want to try some very versatile picks. But whatever you do, you've got to experiment. But at least I'm giving you a direction for where to start your experimentation. So I encourage viewers to put some comments. What are your favorite picks? What have you found that doesn't work? What are some very unique picks that you've tried that I didn't cover in this episode? Let's just stir up a conversation and discuss what we really like and what we found. I'd really like to encourage you that if you enjoyed this content and you found it useful, that you would please like and subscribe and check out more of my guitar-related content. My goal is just to help users discover their guitar and make their guitar better for them, and modify and experiment so that you become a better guitar player. And that's the ultimate goal.